Hey guys, I'm Wenchfaery and welcome back to Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic. We are here in the Shadowlands on Kashyyyk. Way up above us, if I could look up I would show you, is the Great Walkway. And the village we're supposed to be going back to. What's the village that Zalbar is from? I can't remember the name, it's a crazy name. I was going to meet you up there, but then I walked forward and this happened. Yeah, so I guess he's working for KotOR. So now I have to murder the guy who runs the basket. I mean, that's great. Oh wait, there's lots of there's more than one Wookiee here. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh shit. I was not super prepared for this, I'm not gonna lie to you. See if I can hit more than... Oh, really? Good job, Mara. Run right up there.
There.
For God's sake. I might as well throw my lightsaber at this guy now. And force lightning him. I'm hoping that one of my Jedi friends can heal me. But it might not actually happen. Oh good, someone did! Oh, you're not allowed to heal yourself. That's against the rules. For real? Why'd you run all the way over there?
Let's make this quick.
Let's try. Attack and then power attack maybe. Alright, so that happened.
Yes? I'm here.
Great. We had to murder some more Wookiees. I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of over their whole... We're gonna enable the slavers thing. Wanted to see if there's anything to loot. I guess we gotta... Oh, good! Having seen Gore working operate the basket, we understand it well enough to use it ourselves. Up we go. Oh, we didn't have the cutscene. Well, that's kind of nice, too. Alright, this way. I'm assuming we looted this when we were... Yeah. When we were up here the first time. So, this may go poorly.
What?
We may have to fight a bunch of Wookiees. If you remember last time, we sent the current chief's dad back up here to take the village back over. I'm not fighting you. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay, apparently we're going straight there. I mean, why did you fight each other? I know why. We should hurry. We're just going straight there. No, dudes. Here we are. I'm never gonna be able to keep the Wookiees apart. I guess KotOR wears the necklace. Freyr's gray. And I guess Zalbar's behind KotOR here. I don't know, he survived in the Shadowlands for this long. I wouldn't call him weak, really. Whoa. Now Zalbar's being the boss. Yeah, you tell him, Zalbar. 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 How about Freyr? Because Chundar is selling your people to slavers? Means you have to fight? I bet you they have to, but... Do we avoid needless slaughter? Or it's better to... Or... Aside with your father. Chundar just needs to go. Oh, you know what? Let's try to convince them. I have a feeling Chundar is going to say no to this. Hopefully he does and we can kill him anyway. But I get... Ah. Yeah. There you go. We tried. We knew he was going to want to fight us anyway, but we tried, and it makes us look like the good guys. This may be a difficult fight. Okay, I just wanted to... I just wanted to see the lay of the land here. I'm just gonna keep doing this from back here for now. It's not hitting as many people as I'd hoped, but it's hitting people. So, okay, now I gotta go up here and fight.
Not this again!
Circa, dude. You shouldn't even be on this planet.
The Force fights with me.
Jolie Bindo, can you not heal yourself, please? Like, alright, switch back to me.
Yes.
There we go. Well, that happened. Whatever. And the whole Wookiee village fell for Chundar. Not surprised that you did too. What will you do about the slavers? Cool. Good for you. Fight back against Circa. They're jerks. They should be called Jerka. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. I have some questions about Kashyyyk. I mean, I guess that's true. What will you do now, Zalbar? I mean, I understand if you want to stay here. But I feel like Mission would never let me live it down if I left you here. You also kind of owes me a life debt. Like... We're looking through someone's head. Mine, I assume. I think it's time I was leaving. I also have to go tell the people who are looking for the hunter that he was working for the slavers too. Hey. I mean, we murdered a whole longhouse full of Wookiees, so... I don't know if trust of kin is going to be that easy. Our world has changed. Back to our insular, outsider-hating ways from before. I mean, I guess that would be fitting. I did want some credits, but... So by taking the sword, is Zalbar promising to come back and be the chieftain? I guess he always wanted to be chieftain. Or maybe expected to be chieftain. I don't know. Why am I here? Oh, because now I have Zalbar. I guess we'll do that for the moment. I'm not entirely certain.
Yes. I'm here.
No, okay. That's not gonna work. Sometimes I can do that. It's only one level, so I don't feel too bad about that. I bet you we have... Bacchus Ceremonial Blade. So his bowcaster does 3 to 12 and 28. 4 to 14. Oh. There you go. You have the ceremonial sword.
I'm here.
Maybe he'll actually talk to us now. Yeah, we're gonna loot all the dead Wookiees. Hello. Chandar's bowcaster. Oh, we have to... We have a couple quests, don't we? Honest debt, yeah. Wookiee lost. Yes. Those are the two we have to do here. More remains. The honest debt is the way back to the ship. Wookiee lost, we actually have to go to the house of the hunter. The people who are looking for the hunter, at least. Village of Rurukuru. Well, obviously it's not that way. Let's check the map. It's been a while since I recorded this, so I just want to look this. Yeah, we're going the right way. Awesome. Did we already loot this wicker bin? Yeah, we did. I don't know why I doubt my commitment to looting. Obviously, I looted the wicker bin. Went into Warwill's home. Whoa! Jirak, you're... Oh, maybe we have to go talk to the holder of the laws. Do you recognize this bowcaster bolt casting? So you killed...
This will end in sadness. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah. Well... I did in fact find it on Rorwar's corpse. Yeah, can you explain why your bowcaster casing was found on his body? He was working with the slavers, and you killed him. I mean, I kind of don't blame him, but... Yeah, he was in fact dealing with the slavers. Really? Why? Why? I don't understand. Why was this kid so great that you want to be exiled? Well, let's go talk to the holder of the laws, but we're going to give him the data pad. Is that a lady? That's a lady Wookiee. Huh, learn something new every day. Alright. We have to be careful here. Jolie Bendo, you still not healed. Okay. So... bolt casing. We may have a small problem. Yeah, what is the penalty for murder? Well, what if somebody was working with the slavers and you murdered them because of it? Yeah, I found this bolt casing on a corpse. Oh, well, no, I was hoping to talk to you a little bit more before you did that, but, I didn't want you to ignore it. He's not going to try and explain it. Oh, but here we go. It looks sad. Their names make me giggle. You won't say anything in your own defense? I mean, he wasn't good or honorable. So, that was why? Is there no alternative to death as punishment? Like, I don't know why he wouldn't just say, yeah, he was dealing with the slaves. Yeah, I'm gonna actually, Zalbar. So... Yeah, you won't say anything in your own defense. We said this already. No! Here's this data pad! As I hit my pop filter. I'm pantomimed handing it over. Nope, sorry. I do. Here you are. Oh, look at me wagging my finger. I was wagging my finger there. Yep. Here's this data pad. It's happening. See? Perfectly justified! I killed Chundar for the same reason. I mean, I do. I can't say I agree, but I understand. I feel like this probably went poorly. Oh! Awesome! Thumbs up for me! Yeah, what reward? Oh, that's true. Wait, he was working with slavers? And his family was taken by slavers? Did he sell out his whole family? Yeah, can I ask you if anything is happening now? I don't even know what we're referring to. Yeah. No, okay. Goodbye. Solve that problem. Give me solve everybody's problems. We got some credits. Oh, we have 5,200 credits. So new items. I think we should sell Chundar's bowcaster, but it's gotta be to like, I don't know, like a Rhodian or something, you know, to something as un-Wookiee-like as we can find. I need to talk to this lady Wookiee. Oh, good. It is right that Chundar died. I'm glad we all agree on that. So let's head back to the Great Walkway. And we have to out that merchant. He actually murdered the people that the other guy's waiting for. They're not coming back to pay his debt. He murdered them. I've gone entirely the wrong way. Guys, for Pete's sake.
What?
There we go. Let's bring the map up big. Oh no, I was going the right way. Everything's fine. The exit's just not marked on the mini-map, so I got confused. Let's head this way, back to the Great Walkway. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to fit that into my little tune there, but I did. I was just going to say, in all honesty, it's been a while since we had combat, so I'm going to run on this way to see if we can fight some more Kinrath. On what planet it's been a while since we had combat? We just fought Chundar and some Wookiees and some circus slavers. Did this get refilled? No. Following inventory restock. I remembered it said something about restock last time, so I didn't know if it had been restocked. I don't need this kind of. There we go. That way's to the basket, because there's a Wookiee standing there. Have I looted this corpse before? Yes. See, I mean it when I say it's been a while since I played. Did I just get turned around? To the Zerka dock. No! Excellent. I guess I could have fast traveled back to the Ebon Hawk and gone from there, but I was hoping for some combat or something. I know I looted all of these, but I think I was having inventory management problems at one point. Well, I didn't loot that, or I wouldn't have had to hack into that stupid terminal. I missed all that, too. Oh, jeez. Now I feel a little bad. I didn't check everything on the way by. What? What? What just... What? What just happened? Honest stat. Oh, the newfound courage of the Wookiees has put a premature end to whatever business... Oh. Damn. Oh, goodness. The Wookiees are taking over, huh? Alright, I'm down for this. I don't like Zerka anyway. Where's the bad guy up there? Where is it? I want to target a bad guy. Oh. You have to have little cutscenes every time we come near them. See, yeah, the merchant was standing over here by the screen. Hello, Wookiee rebels. Oh, wait, I didn't loot anything. Go back, 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 go back. Sonic grenade. Is this rare? No. These Zerka animals will die by sword and bowcaster. Oh good, that guy's out of there. I don't think I saw this last time we were in here. I did not. I'm pretty sure I looted everything else while we were in here. Yep. Because I remember thinking that it would be stealing, but it wasn't. Feel a little bad that we couldn't tell the dude that the merchant murdered his friends. We can't even loot any of their stuff. We're alright for health. Oh, you know what? Before we go closer to the Ebon Hawk, let me save. You never know. Hi, Wookiee guards. I mean, this is my ship. Yours is the only ship we've been allowed to dock here for a long time. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of these are just set dressing. There wasn't anything in them. We'll run all the way around the Ebon Hawk, just to be sure. We'll get back on the ship. Alright. Thank you for having us, Wookiees. Off we go. So, I think the next order of business is to talk to everybody, especially Zalbar. Maybe he'll be a little less reluctant to talk to us. Hey, Zalbar. Is there something you want? Maybe? Have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? Yes, in fact, he does. I thought so. Yeah, why did you ask to take Baka's sword with you? You basically said, I'm coming back to be chieftain one day by taking that sword, but, I'm sorry, we can't stay here longer. Oh, I mean, I guess that's true. He's leaving on good terms. You know, his exile is over. All that kind of good stuff. I wish you well. Let's get going. I do want to see. Nope. And there's one more thing I want to check. Can you help me with a problem? Yeah. Can you make me a grenade? Damn. So that's everything that Zelbar has to say to us. Let's try Juhani, because she's right here.
What is it?
Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
I didn't even notice that she came off as having an issue there. What's the problem, Juhani?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child?
I assumed the KotOR home planet?
I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But,
just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
There was no way to prevent it. I didn't land on Taris on purpose.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
I mean, you're right. I don't.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences.
What?
We should stop for now.
I hope you don't feel like I was making light of your issues. There's something wrong.
I was
remembering Taris. You know, I am sorry. What were you remembering about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the
I was there too.
Tended to get
yeah, no.
relegated.
It was not
living
great.
For years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels.
Oh, so she was like in the Undercity even.
Breaking labor.
Oh, I really don't blame you. Yeah, and the rat ghouls.
There was always the danger of rat ghouls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives.
The Undercity of Taris was not a nice place to live.
The corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Yeah, no one would help you, but I guess
and
no one.
Of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes.
That's
But
gross.
I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Decent humans are, in fact, hard to
I have
find.
noticed that. But the Jedi Order seems to have collected a fair number. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I suppose I see something of her in you when I look. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not...
Juhani, you can't...
not be where I
Everything in your whole life has come together to bring you to where you are now. So you can't regret anything. Because all of that would have changed where you are. Tell me about your parents.
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
No.
How may I be of a...
Can we talk?
What is it you would...
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I mentioned
Yeah.
before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps
I just gotta
could
prod
tell
her
you
enough and she'll talk to me. Yeah, please do.
in the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Your people were in that region, I assume.
KotOR was there, yes.
There we go.
My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that
Trying not to be
applied the
racist and
Mandalore
saying, "Oh, are you
version
from
of
the Outer
all.
Rim?"
They
That's your
sought
people's
to
planet.
Test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
I mean, the Mandalorians do fight dirty.
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while.
Oh, then you
But
are
in the
good
end,
warriors.
We were doomed.
The Republic didn't help you? Probably because they were on the Outer
We
Rim.
were not members of
Yeah.
the Republic. KotOR was beyond the edge of the Republic, and the Outer Rim.
So when Candace talks about the,
They could not have known.
they're
Our
sneakily conquering
interstellar
Outer Rim
communications
planets.
were the first things the Mandalores hit.
Yeah.
All
There was
other
KotOR was
short-range
one of them.
communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be
Sith.
no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them and were
Oh, so
lucky
she's
enough to
young.
escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How did your family cope? I'm not gonna sass her parents. I'm assuming they're dead.
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his
Oh,
time in
man.
local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him.
He got
So
murdered.
He would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
I mean, that is tragic.
I don't need your sarcasm or your
It's
pity.
no, it.
He died at the hands
It is
of a
sad.
man, killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Next,
How may I be of...
talk.
What is it?
What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human...
Too, honey, if you haven't gotten the hint, we're getting to the bottom of all your issues while we're here. Yeah, what happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She
Aw.
worked. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange. A band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
I mean, this seems like a silly question, but did she die?
She never recovered.
Oh.
There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no
Aw.
money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back,
Oh,
and made no
no.
provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a
I
sentient
do
being.
understand, actually.
They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
Yep. Did they capture you?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me.
Oh, great.
And with no way to pay,
Oh,
they
great.
took me
Thank
by
God the
force.
Jedi
You
came.
have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such.
I don't.
It was the worst
That's
time
true.
of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
Do they free you?
The Jedi could not abide.
Oh,
by what they
good!
saw
Oh, thank God.
and drove the exchange
I was
from
concerned
that
for a second there that
bloody
this was not going to be the
war.
answer.
Those of us imprisoned there, but the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
What did you do?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
Yeah, you became a Jedi.
Someday,
Oh,
I may
shit.
make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
I want to know what that line was. We're going to go back and check. I'm grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream rather than become what I hated. Someday I may wake up to... Okay, okay. Anything else, Juhani?
May I be of assistance?
Can we talk? What are you thinking about?
Much about
I'm just gonna keep talking to Juhani.
Accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me.
I don't care that you're not
make
human.
friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone, not ostracized exactly, but separate.
You should be right at home when I turn my back on you. No! Tell me about the KotOR. I know nothing about them.
In truth, I have lived in the Republic too long, and I know little. I never met any others of my race other than my parents.
Oh.
But we are not diplomats. We do not deal well with groups. This situation is new to me. It is warming. I feel almost welcome.
Almost.
You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you.
I mean,
It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone.
Mara's got to be decisive to make up for me. Me not being decisive in real life. We are, in fact, all in this together now.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
No problems.
How may I be of... What is... Of course.
We exhausted Juhani's dialogue tree. It only took, what, 10 minutes of talking to her? Let's not go talk to Carthan Bastila yet. We always have to end up there anyway. Is this the one that Mission's in? Yeah, Mission!
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Do you know anything about the planet we're on?
I know Zalbar's from Kashyyyk, but he never liked to talk about it. He wouldn't even tell me why he left. I don't think the Wookiees like outsiders much.
I mean, that's true.
Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there...
Can we talk about your
Don't
brother? No, apparently not. Never mind.
Okay.
Alright, never mind. Can't talk to Mission anymore. We got like half an hour of Juhani, blah, 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 talking about herself, but... What am I stuck on? Nothing? Excellent. Canderous first. You know what? Let's save. Canderous first.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian War. Actually, no. Do you know anything about Kashyyyk?
It has big trees, in case your eyes don't work anymore. But I do know that there is one exceptional race on this world. The Wookiees. The Wookiees, although primitive compared to us, are surprisingly capable warriors. They're strong and pick up combat techniques pretty quickly. I think they're more than a match for the average Republic or Sith trooper. When we were looking for targets...
Well, they definitely
we
wiped
considered
out all
this
the
world
Zerka people
carefully.
really easy.
We were wondering if we'd have to use larger weapons than our war droids if we wanted to clear the damn forest so we could fight in the open.
Oh, man.
Too many trees means they can go into hiding too easy. And what's a continent or two turned to glass if we get the whole world after?
Yikes.
You have anything else you want to ask?
Nothing more for now, but I am going to
Yeah,
talk to you
what do you-
again. Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars!
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Yeah, what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back.
Weird.
It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
Tell me about the battle!
It was not your ships or your men or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed.
I mean, yes,
His
we're gonna say
strategies
that.
and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Both of these are stupid. The Republic won't always prevail. That's why we're trying to stop the Sith now. Why didn't you retreat? Because Mandalorians don't retreat, but that's the easiest one, I guess.
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did.
I mean, you
And Revan
lost,
won.
but whatever.
I don't hold grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people.
Yeah.
It was the greatest
It's a good thing
moment
about
of my
people
life to be
who
in
are
that
just
battle.
warriors.
If
They
Revan
don't
had been a
take it personally.
Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else?
Nothing more for now.
Yeah, what do you...
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars. Oh, there is more.
Supposed
Excellent.
to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
I mean, how much did you lose then?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
But you found work as a mercenary.
Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer
Did
were
you try
nothing
the
to me.
dueling
But
ring
I
thing?
think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
You are, in fact, a worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik.
Maybe later,
For now,
huh?
though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else?
Nothing more for now? How about now?
Yeah, what do you-
How about now?
It has
Oh,
been.
I can't!
I've-
Did you see that?
You have...
There was no other option there.
Yeah, what do you...
Nothing
Your
more
ch-
for now. Ah, so we've exhausted Candaris's. This, we're gonna try and fix HK again. So let's...
Statement.
I would like to try restoring some of your memory.
Affirmative. Request.
Let's get started. Let's see.
No, no, no! This is supplication.
I want to try again.
No, supplication.
I want to try again.
But I need those
Try again.
Now close the last statement. Now close
So next,
state.
level, I have to up my
Now
repair.
close statement.
Let's try this last one last time.
Oh, supplication.
Very well, we'll do this later.
Statement.
I mean, I do want him to call me master.
As you
We haven't tried to talk to T3M4, which I realize is kind of silly, but Mara can understand him. Can I ask you some questions? You don't even know what I was gonna ask. Just let me know if you ever have anything to say. Who am I missing? Oh, where's Jolie Bindo? I don't know where Jolie Bindo hangs out. Not in this one. Supplies. He's not in the cargo hold. Jolie Bindo!
Got something on your mind, dude?
Welcome to the Ebon Hawk! Do you know anything about this place?
Oh, I know plenty about Kashyyyk.
Like, duh,
Think
Mara.
someone doesn't live here for 20 years and pick up a thing or two? Chances are, by the time I finish telling you about it all, you would have found out for yourself. So there's no reason for me to start blathering on.
That's fine.
It'd be enough for me to tell you that there's kilometer after kilometer of trees on this planet. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it gets.
I knew that.
If you're smart, you stay on top with the Wookiees. You go deep, however, and you may find some things you weren't expecting. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait,
That's not true at all.
What was this about
Jolie.
anyway?
I actually just want you to make a healing spike for me, healing kit for me.
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. You do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how
I mean,
you
I
young
kind of
people
do
get.
go leaping into
Here,
the path
take
of
it.
blaster fire, though, so... Yes, it was in fact a regular med pack. How
How
many?
many could you possibly ask me later when you're at...
I want you to be a kit factory, though. Alright. Bastila first. No. Karth first
Yes,
today.
what's on your mind?
What do you know about Revan and Malik?
To think that I once looked up to these two is the best that
Considering
humanity
we're
had to offer.
about to head to
I'd like nothing
Korriban,
more
the
than
Sith
put a
homeworld.
blaster to both their heads. Although I suppose that only Malik is left, isn't he? Turned on his own master. Not that Revan didn't have it coming. Typical for their kind, I guess.
Did you actually know them?
No, not personally. They aided the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. They were heroes. Without them, the Mandalorians would have finished us for certain. In the fleet, we didn't see much of the Jedi. And I only met Malik once, but I was impressed by him. I guess that just shows how much the dark side can change someone.
Do we know why they turned to the dark side? I can't remember if we've covered this.
Nobody does.
Okay, good.
When they left after the Mandalorian Wars ended, they were Jedi. When they returned, they were something else.
How did they get away with all this? That's a silly question, but whatever.
Well, when they returned from wherever
Yeah,
they
like-
went, they had an entire fleet with
They
them.
were Jedi, and
Nobody
then they
knows where
disappeared,
got
and they
the
came back, and
ships.
they weren't
had a lot
anymore.
of them. And as the years have passed, there always seems to be more and more, while our forces dwindle. Did they really get away with it, though? Revan was betrayed by Malik, and Malik hasn't won. In the end,
I mean,
the dark side
you make
won't
a
help.
valid point there, Karth. What do you know about the dark side?
I used to think that it was a fancy name for something that I see every day. Corruption is everywhere. People are greedy and stupid and do horrible things. I'm starting to think it's different for the Jedi, however. That there's this evil watching them, waiting for its chance. You have so much courage and strength in you, yet somehow I have no trouble imagining it differently. Like the flip side of a coin.
Thanks
It's
for
not
that.
just you. It's Bastila as well. She's so...
I mean, this
intense.
I'll give you that.
I don't pretend to know much about the Force, but I know evil.
Do you think Bastila and I are evil?
No, of course not. All I'm saying is that when you have so much power, the stakes are higher. I can only imagine the kind of conflict that goes on inside.
I do what I want.
Neither you nor Bastila are fully trained on how to handle your power.
mean-
I'm just concerned at what might come.
Karthonasi, the voice of reason. It's very Mara to be like, I can handle myself.
I know that. And Bastila says the same thing. You're both incredible women. I'm just not sure this is the kind of thing that you can defeat. I suppose finding the star maps is more important than your training and your safety. I just hope there isn't a price for you to pay.
Can we talk about how Karth is like the lone voice of reason here? You and Bastila aren't Jedi Masters, like you're not fully trained, and here we are, venturing into evil.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Apparently it seems like he's far away. Can you tell through the weird goggles I've put him in?
Oh, it's nothing, sorry.
Okay, no. What? I'm no moping.
Moping? I'm not moping. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm moping a little, but you're very pushy. You know that?
Yes.
I told you my wife died 4 years ago. I've just been trying to remember what she looked
Okay, I would not have
shouldn't
opened
be
this
so
can of worms if I
I
could.
can remember things about her. Things
I
she
would
did,
not
the
have
way
opened this
she
can
smiled.
of... Retreat! Retreat!
Our last fight, just not her face. I try and hold it in my head, but it's gone. I don't know, is that strange? Maybe I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
I mean, you do remember the important things.
But I should be able to remember her face.
No.
It's frustrating. I feel like I'm losing her. It must look really strange for me to be obsessing like this still. You must think I'm incredible.
Whatever. It was a traumatic experience. Yeah, what I think shouldn't matter, Karth.
Maybe. It can't be worse than what I tell myself sometimes.
Oh, Karth!
The only thing that's kept me going since she died has been the need to find Saul and kill him. It's better to think about that than anything else. If I can do that, then maybe I can let her go. Let it all go. If we encounter Saul, if we ever have the chance, promise me that I'll be the one to kill him. I have to settle this. I need to.
If we get the opportunity, then I promise.
Thank you. I guess there's really nothing else
No
to say.
problem, Karth. I will let you shoot that dude in the face.
Yes, what's on your...
Oh, let's hear what he has to say about Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk is covered by a giant forest, I hear. Trees
You hear?
kilometers
Flip
high.
it! I guess I didn't let you out of the
Wookiees
Ebon
live
Hog
on the high
again.
branches.
Whoops!
Well, that's all I can think of.
I lock the doors and leave Karth inside when I
got it.
leave. You know what? I don't have the fortitude to talk to Basilar right now. It's going to be preachy and terrible. So I'm going to leave this one here for now. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Wenchfaery. Please click the like button if you are half excited, half afraid to go to Korriban, the Sith planet, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. This has been Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, and we will see you next time.